Hamartiology is the study of sin in Christian theology, derived from the Greek hamartia, sin, and logos, in study. In Catholic theology, the 7 capital sins or deadly sins are core vices that lead to other sins and moral failings. The term capital comes from the Latin caput, meaning head, indicating they are root causes of other wrongdoings. These dispositions can distance us from God and lead to harmful behaviors. Understanding them aids in the pursuit of virtue. Welcome to RAB Podcast. I'm your host, Ojo Daniel Tarcisius. In this episode, we'll explore the 7 capital sins through the Catechism of the Catholic Church and the Bible, discussing their nature and how to avoid them. 1. Pride or superbia. Pride is often seen as the queen of the capital sins, leading to arrogance and an inflated sense of one's abilities. This excessive pride hinders humility and openness to God's grace, as noted in the Catechism of the Catholic Church and Proverbs 16:18, which says, "Pride goes before destruction." To counter pride, we can practice humility by acknowledging our limitations, expressing gratitude for our gifts, and valuing others' contributions, fostering a more fulfilling life. 2. Greed. The CCC teaches that it is an excessive desire for material possessions, wealth, or status that can control us and harm our relationships with God and others. It often leads to hoarding, dishonesty, and a lack of generosity. The antidote is the virtue of generosity. 1 Timothy 6:10, "For the love of money is the root of all evils." Matthew 6:24, "You cannot serve both God and mammon." We can avoid it by the practice of generosity, share with others, and recognize that true wealth lies in our relationship with God, not in material possessions. 3. Lust. Lust is the disordered desire for sexual pleasure, viewing others as objects for gratification instead of individuals. It can involve thoughts, fantasies, or actions that compromise dignity. Chastity counters lust, as defined in the Catechism of the Catholic Church, CCC 23:5-1-2-3-52, and highlighted in scriptures like Matthew 5:28 and 1 Thessalonians 4:3-5. To combat lust, cultivate chastity through marital fidelity, love, prayer, self-control, and avoiding temptation. 4. Envy. Envy is a strong emotion rooted in resentment towards another's success, often leading to unhappiness and a desire for their misfortune. It stems from feelings of inadequacy and a lack of gratitude. Kindness and gratitude are effective defenses against envy. Proverbs 14:30 warns, "A tranquil mind gives life to the flesh, but envy makes the bones rot." To combat envy, focus on your own blessings and celebrate other successes. Rejoice with those who rejoice and practice kindness. 5. Gluttony. Gluttony is the excessive indulgence in food or drink that harms health and neglects responsibilities, making consumption a central focus. It contrasts with the virtue of temperance, which promotes self-control. Proverbs 23:20-21 warns against excessive eating and drinking, linking them to poverty, while Philippians 3:19 highlights the dangers of prioritizing earthly pleasures. Gluttony involves overeating or overdrinking, prioritizing pleasure over responsibility. It's important to cultivate temperance and see food as a gift from God for sustenance. 6. Wrath is defined as anger or hatred that transforms into a desire for vengeance. Ephesians 4:26-27, "Be angry and do not sin. Do not let the sun go down on your anger and give no opportunity to the devil." James 1:19-20, "Know this, my beloved brothers, let every person be quick to hear, slow to speak, slow to anger, for the anger of man does not produce the righteousness of God." Wrath manifests as uncontrolled anger, resentment, and hostility. It can lead to expressions of rage, violence, or a desire for revenge. This kind of anger can cloud our judgment and prevent us from considering different perspectives, ultimately leading to injustice against others. To avoid wrath, practice patience, forgive others, and strive to understand the root causes of your anger. Additionally, pray for calmness and peace of mind. 7. Sloth or spiritual laziness is a rejection of the joy that comes from God, as seen in Matthew 25:26, where the master reprimands the slothful servant. Proverbs 12:24 emphasizes that diligence leads to success, while laziness results in hardship. This slothfulness can manifest as neglect of prayer and responsibilities, leading to complacency in spiritual growth. To counter this, we must actively cultivate diligence, engage in regular prayer, and perform good works, drawing closer to God and experiencing His joy. In conclusion, the 7 deadly sins highlight our fallen nature and the importance of cultivating virtues. By understanding these sins through the CCC and the Bible, we can pursue a lifelong journey of conversion through prayer, self-reflection, and virtuous living. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share.